Pact started a long time ago, in February 2025 as a small project with a simple goal. To make a giant collection of all the games I have made in one package. That's how it's got the name Pact. No, it's not a spelling mistake, it's just the word pact without the C. I brought it up when I had a conversation with my friend, and thought it was a great idea. It was originally a split project and it was just going to be personal, but little did we know a great opportunity would soon appear. As for my other friend's project, it was called Game Mini. But, it didn't work out and was after a bit abandoned. We cycled through various names, Game Box, Big Library, Multi-Box, and then Pact, but we decided to remove the C later on. As soon as I got the time, I made the first Pact prototype. With 2 games, no scrolling, and even the bug, there were no settings, accounts or anything really. So I kept developing. Unfortunately, V1.4 has been lost and I am unable to find it, so we will skip to V1.5. It appears as V1.6, but the version text is messed up. This version included the settings and account menu, but at this time it didn't do much. Then, something legendary happened. In our school, they were hosting an event to raise money for a school play. Since it was £500, they needed to raise money, and the way they did that changed our entire plan. And we knew exactly what our plan would be. We would make a mini arcade. We first thought we'd use our own computers. I have lots of laptops we could use, but when we pitched the idea, it didn't work out. We couldn't use our laptops, because we couldn't connect them to the school Wi-Fi. I knew the password, but didn't want them knowing. So, it shifted. We needed to use the school computers. With Celerons. And 4 GB of RAM. This was a hard limitation. Sure, they had a few good ones, but we are running an entire arcade system. Pact is a big project, but we needed some way of getting this working. Then, an idea popped into our heads. They have 30 iPads, what if we just use them instead? That was the plan, but we soon realized this wouldn't work. You cannot run HTMLs on iPads. We couldn't install any apps to the iPad, so we were stuck with using Safari. And Safari is a giant piece of... Quick pause, I can't be with editing this, so I am going to use the video I made to showcase this to my team. Enjoy. So I had to code an entire launcher just to launch it in HTML. This was annoying, glitchy, and didn't always work. So, now we were able to run Pact on the iPads. But we had a bigger problem. We had 3 months to make a full arcade system, time management, ordering system, and make it optimized. Time to lock in. We had 5 people on our team. Me, Nova Games, who was the main owner, my friend, and founder of Game Mini, the PC dude who did programming and helped people, my other friend Benji, who was an accountant who managed the money and ordering system, Billy who managed events, and Harry who basically just helped with ideas and brought people in. We didn't have much time and Pact was not ready at all. We needed to make an arcade system first, and limit people so they only had 5 minutes when in kiosk mode, which was first called arcade mode, but changed to kiosk mode, and make sure all games stopped when the pop-up occurred. The bare bones bit of the kiosk mode was coded by the PC dude, and that code sucked. Look at the broadcasts. That's not even the worst ones. Sorry the PC dude. But it did work, and all I needed to do was add a pop-up to show that you had run out of time. And we had a system that worked. So now we had a time limit, management settings, and others. It was time to make Packed better. Quickly going off script, this is the 10th time my brain did not replace on the TTS website paked to packed because it does not pronounce it correctly. Okay, actually now it's time to make Packed better. The first ever time Packed has had a new number, v2.0. This was the update to change the style of Packed. It needed to look good. I mean, nobody else was doing what we were doing, so we had to make it good. Since I was considered a digital leader and helped the teacher with IT, it does look a bit cursed because of the rounded corners with the old UI. The update v2.1 was the real update to change the theming to what we have now. New sounds, better graphics and more. Skipping far ahead to v2.8, this was the update used for the arcade. It was time. The time that we had been waiting for months, the time that we made the arcade. That day was so exciting yet stressful, and we couldn't wait any longer. It took the entire day to set up. It was time. We had desks all laid out across the classroom, the smart board displaying some info about Packed through my old USB drive hooked up to the USB port and opened in the web browser. We just had to hope it worked fine. We went to set it up, but in our testing we found a major issue. On the iPads, when opening up the car game, it would just crash Safari. And if that happened, we would have to rework every device and it would be terrible. And we couldn't even use the iPads. They were being used. So when setting it up, we had to dismiss them and just use the PCs and one of the class's iPads. The ordering system did not work. We had 30 minutes. How were we going to get people to play? Luckily, on my USB we had a copy of Packed source code and made a manual happy solution in 15 minutes, all of us stressing about trying to go faster. If this didn't work, we would be in trouble. We opened the iPad, loaded the software, and tested it. And it worked. We could actually continue on. The time was 2:15. All computers were set up. The PC dude sitting on a desk, Benji was behind the desk with the iPad running the ordering system, me stressing and setting up all the different devices. And then, the first customer came in. It was a teacher. Yes, one of the teachers wanted to try Packed, and of course we let them. But after that, they flowed in. Order after order, slowly more people came in to try Packed. We even got full at one point. After that, the time got to 4:30 and we packed up. Packed up. Haha, so funny. But then we went home, satisfied with what we had done. Okay, we are now on to nearly present Packed. I made a web version of Packed and needed to try it. I had a massive break from Packed, so v3.2 took a long time, and what better place to test it than in school?
No, that's not a good idea.
But I needed to know, and the launcher worked perfectly even in school. We could download Packed and play it. But little did we know what would happen after making it online. Now, Packed had started to get some interest, since it was a free games website that was not blocked. So, there was a small community of people playing Packed, and since it was multiplayer it was better than ever. So, we eventually had a few people who wanted to be devs. And of course we accepted. Quick info: if you're watching and want to be a dev, please message us in the Discord in description. Please only message if you have skills, or if you have an idea, please put that in the suggestions channel in the Discord, thanks. A new team was formed. We have a Discord server, some new devs and even some old devs. Like the PC dude and Benji. And that's when the speed of new releases kept growing. That was a lot. We have finally got through all of Packed. That was a journey. Since you watched until the end of the video, you can get yourself a free exclusive badge in Packed. This part of the video will be cut out soon. All you need to do is load Packed, go into accounts, then click on the YouTube badge. Once you have done that, input the code U_YT premium _ into the input box, and you now will have your free badge. And now, you should fully know the process of how we made Packed. This video took way too long. I made it 4 times before getting to a state where I liked it. If you enjoyed this video, play paked using the link down below. Or report some bugs in the Discord, if you find any, which will also be in the description. Also, if you feel like it, please subscribe. This video took 2 months to make. It would really help. But anyway, for now, see you later. You watched the entire video. Thanks for that. It would really help if you tried paked. I am only a new channel, so views may be slow, so please help me out.